I'm Louie. I'm 28 years old. I work in London. Career is in sports marketing. Sports is a massive part of my life, not just through work, but leisurely as well. I'm a massive sportsman. I love tennis. My first year of university, I started realizing that I was in double vision, which was obviously quite a shock. I used to see after nights out and things when people would send me photos that I was looking cross-eyed. Just in day-to-day life, I was realizing that I was struggling to focus on certain aspects, and obviously that got worse. It just kind of happened randomly. There was no real cause that I could kind of understand that it triggered from. Just impacted every part of my life really. So socially, it was quite difficult maintaining eye-to-eye contact with people. As I said, I'm a massive sportsman, so that was always quite difficult. But it was my right eye that I had the issue with. So I would end up having to like talk to people, and they might not notice, but I would kind of lean to one side, lean to my left, so that one, it was easier for me to talk to them and to, maintain that eye to eye contact. I'd also have to kind of lean my head forward and look up. That also helped me be able to kind of maintain a bit more focus. I did have some treatment throughout the NHS. They gave me pair of glasses with a prism on one of the lenses. I always found that it was quite uncomfortable. One, like moving about, wearing the glasses, it was very disorientating. There was a period where it'd be hard to almost recover from wearing the glasses and then taking them off. So yeah, I knew that the lenses, the prism, was never a long term solution. My confidence during the 8 years, I think, that I had double vision was definitely impacted. I would avoid certain situations, I think. It took a lot of brain power for me to try and concentrate on just kind of looking at something, whether that's someone or if it's something in the distance. I did have surgery with the NHS, and unfortunately it didn't work. In fact, my problem got worse. I've known about Mr. Ali in the London Squint Clinic for quite a long time. I knew of his reputation, but yeah, it just took me a bit of time to, I guess, take the plunge and reach out to him. First thing that I noticed was the speed of things, of how quickly things happened. I think I got a consultation on that the same weekend that I reached out to the clinic. So that was brilliant. Also, just how quickly it was that I was able to go from consultation to surgery. I think Mr. Alice, when kind of inspecting my issues, said, "All right, we can get you in for surgery in 2 weeks." I think also just how personable I think Mr. Ali and the team were. Time that he took into understanding my issue, not just understanding my issue, but how it's impacted my life. Asking a lot of questions about the impact that it's had was really noticeable as well. As soon as turning up to the hospital in the morning, they were extremely caring. Again, not just Mr. Ali, but the nurses as well, and all the rest of the team. So I definitely felt like I was in extremely good hands. I did notice kind of immediately that there was an impact. I was able to focus on just singular things. After those 2 months, I could see so much improvement. Literally, it's had honestly a massive and profound impact in so much of my life and everyday things. So just firstly, I think just socially, I'm talking to people, having conversations without worrying about having double vision or having that cross-eyed. That's had a massive impact at work as well. Having meetings with people, with internally with my colleagues, but with clients as well. That was always a real struggle for me that I worried about. Those issues have gone. As I said, I'm a really keen sportsman. I love tennis, and that's been a real frustration for me over the last kind of 8 years, is playing the sport that you love with double vision. Practically seeing two balls is really not ideal. But now, obviously, it's just so much more enjoyable. I'm definitely in a better place with that. And also just spectating sports. I went to Wimbledon a couple of weeks ago, and usually I'd go to sporting events and things like that and really struggle trying to maintain focus. Obviously, you have big stadiums and things like that, and for me, that was always a huge issue, and really got me quite upset quite a lot as well when I'd be paying for these events and things, and you can't really see them properly. So now that I can sit there and relax and take everything in properly is amazing. Driving has always been an issue. As I said, I would use the prism in the glasses to help, but I can obviously just go on our journeys and not have to worry about seeing two cars, which scary that sounds. That's what I was having for a long time. It's been so impactful for me. Going private, it comes at a cost, and I obviously had to consider that for a long time. But I would go back and do it a million times. Completely worth it for me. It's completely changed my life.